Welcome to Bavaria, standing before a true legend, Neuschwanstein Castle. Many know it as a fairy tale place that inspired Disney's castle and became a symbol of romance. But did you know its story is far more intriguing and even tragic than just a beautiful postcard image? Today I'll take you through the entire history behind this architectural masterpiece and share the story of its creator, King Ludwig II, a dreamer who tried to bring his fantasies and legends to life. But his path to that dream wasn't easy. Let's begin this journey. Ludwig II of Bavaria was born in 1845, and he was nothing like other members of the royal family. From an early age, he was drawn to art, music, and solitude. The nature surrounding his family's home, Unfulfilled Castle, where he grew up, inspired him to dream of heroic deeds and medieval romance. Ludwig didn't want to be just a ruler, he wanted to be a romantic king living in a world of dreams and legends. He found his inspiration in the operas of Richard Wagner, whose works drew young Ludwig into epic stories about gods, heroes, and knights. Ludwig was a rare ruler, more in love with art than with politics. He dreamt of creating a perfect world where reality had no power. But what happens when those dreams start taking form in the real world? Neuschwanstein Castle was the place where Ludwig's dreams first began to take shape. It was his father, King Maximilian II's family home, and it was here Ludwig spent his early years. Surrounded by mountains, forests, and lakes, the castle was a true paradise for the young prince. The halls often echoed with operas, and the rooms were decorated with paintings of scenes from German legends and fairy tales. It was here that Ludwig fell in love with knights, princesses, and a world full of adventure. Imagine young Ludwig running through these halls, pretending to be a knight or mythical hero. This castle became a well of inspiration for him. It's where he first dreamt of Neuschwanstein, the future castle that would embody his wildest fantasies. Years later, as King of Bavaria, Ludwig II decided to turn his fairy tale dream into reality. The construction of Neuschwanstein began in 1869 and was truly an ode to romanticism. Ludwig wanted every element of the castle to speak of beauty and grandeur. From the towering spires to the stained glass windows, each detail was personally envisioned by the king. For him, this was more than just a project. It was the creation of his own world, far removed from the politics and problems of the state. You can only imagine how thrilled Ludwig must have been as he watched his dream take physical form. But building the castle became more than just a project for him. It was an escape from the reality where he never felt like a true king. Neuschwanstein is a true architectural masterpiece, blending Gothic and Romantic styles with inspiration from medieval castles. Just look at these balconies, stained glass, and towers. They seem to have leapt right off the pages of ancient legends. King Ludwig wanted his castle to be a place where one could immerse themselves in the world of knightly valor and romantic stories. Every tower and every window of the castle is part of a grand story told in stone. In its details, you'll see swans, Ludwig's favorite symbol, and elements from Wagner's operas, which inspired Ludwig throughout his life. This castle became the embodiment of his deepest passions and obsessions. Ludwig II was not only a king but a passionate lover of art and nature. It isn't just about the beauty of its facades or the grandeur of its towers. Inside, the castle hides mysterious rooms and passageways that leave an impression of secrecy. Ludwig II, who loved solitude, built the castle as his personal sanctuary, and even his closest circle didn't know all the secrets hidden within these walls. It's said that he liked to walk through the castle alone, spending hours exploring every corner. It seems like every element of this castle has its own story. Imagine Ludwig wandering through these corridors, enjoying the peace and quiet. This door, where does it lead? What was hidden behind its heavy panels? Perhaps secret rooms or passages that no one ever knew about. Inspired by the mountains, forests, and lakes, he wanted his castle to be part of this beauty. Neuschwanstein is built in such a way that every window offers stunning views of the surrounding landscape, almost like each room is a separate painting of nature. And Alpsee Lake, located at the foot of the castle, became a great source of inspiration for the king. Its calm surface, reflecting the castles and mountains, created the serene atmosphere Ludwig had always sought. Now we're standing at Alpsee Lake, which, like the castle, looks like it stepped out of a fantasy. Here you can understand why Ludwig loved this place so much. The silence, the peace, and the reflection of the castle on the water. It's as if the castle itself is gazing back at its own reflection. But no matter how beautiful Ludwig's dreams were, his life ended in tragedy. Caught between reality and fantasy, the king increasingly withdrew from state affairs, immersing himself in building the castle and his dreams. Over time, he lost the trust and support of both his subjects and close advisors. The government declared him unfit to rule, and in 1886 Ludwig was deposed. He was declared mentally unstable, though he never accepted this diagnosis. Afterward, he was placed under guard at Berg Castle, which became his final refuge. Ludwig II died under mysterious circumstances. His body was found in the waters of Lake Starnberg. What happened on that fateful day remains a mystery. Was it suicide or an accident? Or perhaps even political murder? Many questions remain unanswered, but his dreams, his passion for art and romance, all of that lives on within these walls. Despite his tragic end, King Ludwig II left behind a legacy that has endured through the ages. Neuschwanstein Castle became a true icon of romanticism. Many great artists, writers, and filmmakers have drawn inspiration from its beauty. This castle even served as the model for Disney's fairy tale castle, fulfilling Ludwig's dream to create something that would live on forever, inspiring people to dream. Ludwig wanted to create his own perfect world, and in a way, he succeeded. Despite all the hardships, his castle became a symbol of beauty, dreams, and romance. And perhaps that's the real meaning of Neuschwanstein, to inspire us to dream and show that even one great fantasy can change the world. Today we've taken a dive into a true fairy tale, the story of Neuschwanstein and Unfulfilled castles, the story of a dreamer king who lived and died for his fantasies. His life may not have been easy, but it gave us some of the greatest works of art. This castle is a reminder that dreams can become reality if you have enough passion and determination. Neuschwanstein and Unfulfilled are not just castles. They are symbols of time, art, and dreams set in stone. Anyone who visits these places will feel the grandeur and beauty of these structures, infused with the spirit of history and romance. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and remember, the world is full of incredible stories waiting to be told.